Okay, so Cathy, we'll just start this and see how this runs. So this is the card that I saw you were interested in, or I thought that it indicated that this is the one that you were curious about. So, the things that I understood you're curious about are if I do inking first or color first, or how that all works. So my art is, I had art classes years ago in college and on my education up till college. And since then I've been self-taught. And my art is less about this is how you do it and this is how you don't do it. It's more of an organic thing that kind of evolves. So I'm going to do two cards for you, similar to this. One will be with the ink first, and one will be with maybe the pen first. So let's just, and I'm going to just go ahead and actually just use this same layout for the card. So we're kind of copying, if you will, this card. Well, maybe not, but we'll. So I'm with my paints. This is my water. I always have some kind of either a cloth or a paper towel to wipe your brush with. I'm starting with my paper dry on this, and I'm using, I actually don't have an a little palette here to mix my colors on. I should have brought that. I have some other paints that I brought, and it has a palette in it. But so right now let's just take the paint directly from my paint and apply it without mixing it first. So oftentimes if I'm doing a certain kind of flower, many flowers I'm familiar with because I like flowers and I've had lots of experience gardening with my flowers, and so I'm quite familiar with the flowers. But if there are things that I'm interested in knowing that I've forgotten about the flower, like what the leaves look like, or how they grow, are their stems straight, or are their stems thin, or are their stems thick, sometimes I'll go to a source that helps me identify that, and I usually use my iPad, and I'll look up, for instance, these are marigolds, so I'll Google marigolds, and then I'll get quite a few nursery images of marigolds, and usually I find the answer to my question there. Another source is certainly magazines, or it's always good to have things around that motivate you, and I'm a visual person, and so anything that's visual and close by me is a great aid to me in my drawing. And so sometimes I pretty much now can get everything off of my Google, but in past times there are some reference books that I've used, not watercolor books, but just that have images of flowers or gardening catalogs or news magazines or such. So I'm talking and I'm not following this at all, but so I'm kind of right now just using a little bit varied colors and just starting with the shape of the marigolds, like I'm aware they have several, well, there's a variety of marigolds. Some are all yellow, some are all orange, some have multi-petals, some are single petaled, and so I'm just kind of going with what I know in my mind, and I'm spacing them just randomly on this page. And that's kind of just something that you intuitively learn, or sometimes you even just have it naturally. And for me, if I hang a picture up on my wall, I know exactly if it's balanced. I know exactly if it's not. It's just kind of something inside of me. And I don't know if everybody has that, but that's a big